All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It's Ben Dyke's channel. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let's jump right into this. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of news happening in real time. There is so much stuff occurring in Iran right now. The back and forth between Iran, between the White House, it's hard to keep up. This is like a Chinese ping pong match at the Olympics. The ball is back and forth. And it seems like the ball has come down to Iran not being able to have nuclear weapons. It seems like the Iranians have decided, the IRGC, and I think the internet has been shut off there in Iran for like going on 100 days, 102 days, I believe. But now there's reports coming out that there's an actual civil war occurring in Iran as we speak. Armed clashes between the Iranian army and the IRGC. Now, those are different organizations. Those are different groups. The IRGC seems to be this radical, almost, I would say, terror proxy. And they're starting to come out now. There's rumors that Starlink has been provided to some of the citizens there. So that is what I'm seeing right now. And armed clashes between the Iranian army, the IRGC are erupting inside of Iran. I was talking to the guy, I can't say his first name. He runs 2C TV. A lot of you probably watch him, but I was talking to him. We're going to get him on the show here in the next week or so, or I'm going to go over onto his show and discuss some of these things. But there's multiple intel reports, informed military and political sources inside of Iran. The tensions between the regular army and the IRGC have escalated into armed confrontations in Tehran, Tabriz, and then the most important town in my mind is Isfahan. Isfahan is where the nuclear facility is. The nuclear facility is where all of that stuff's going on. Videos are shorter and shorter. Going to stop being a member. Thanks. Yeah, good luck. I don't really care. I've got a farm and a family. I can't sit and live stream for 3 to 4 hours a day. That's just not what I want to do. If you like what I'm doing here on the channel, become a member. If you don't, then you don't. That's fine. I'm not here to be a dancing pony. Like I said, I've got a full-time family, full-time job, and a farm. So you do you, boo. It doesn't really bother me at all. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I've got very thick skin. Jason Merrifield. There you go, Jason. So you got your shout out. There you go. If that's what you wanted, you got the reaction that I guess you deserve. We'll go ahead and give you this.
How
How
dare
dare
you?
you? There you go. I don't really care. It's up to you. I don't think anybody else is providing the feedback on what's happening from a perspective that I have, but that's up to you. I'm not here to get mad with you. I'm not here to provide outrage politics. I'm not here to provide a clip of some 7-second morsel of a Fox News or a CNN clip and then regurgitate what they said in my voice. I'm not here for that. But what we're seeing right now, and I want to show you this here, so that you can follow along. This is coming out of Iran in real time, and the conflict is real. You can see the sort of two groups here in this image. This is the IRGC, and this is the Iranian army. The IRGC is on the left, hiding their faces, just like most of the Democrats do. That's the way that works. But that's what we're seeing right now. And I believe that's the real struggle with any sort of negotiation in and around this conflict, is because we don't know who we're really negotiating with. I don't believe the president is, I believe the president's aware. I don't believe the people of Iran are aware of the negotiations working on their behalf. So that's what I think. And I believe that the IRGC does not have the people of Iran's interest at heart. That is not what they are trying to That's not what they're trying to do, right? Let's grab this. Memphis Conservative. Good evening, brother Ben, and everybody in the chat. Thank you very much, Memphis Conservative. God bless you. $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. You're the best. I don't care what anybody says about you. And then the Angry Angler. Somebody's been mad fishing. Which one is the elite group? I believe the Iranian army. I'm not saying either one of these factions are good. This is not a good situation. But I believe that they're trying to basically arm the Iranian army so the Iranian army can fight the IRGC. That's what I'm kind of seeing right now. The regular army is given weaker equipment. They're given lower pay. I think they're conscripted. The IRGC is this hierarchy of, I think, like the chosen sort of faction. In Iran, it's the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can all kind of agree Iran as a country is too big for us to do any sort of ground invasion. And the reason that I think that we have not continued the airstrikes the way that I think they're going to resume, because Iran is not coming to the table, is because of the size of the country. And I covered in a video yesterday, I got some intelligence that the air rescue, as we'll call it, the downed pilot, that very well could have been a mission framed as a rescue for the downed pilot to retrieve the uranium that was there in Isfahan. That's what I'm being led to believe. And I think all signs are pointing to that. Pointing towards this like elite level special forces raid. That's what I think. I'd love to get your opinion on that. But there were too many things that were perfect in that situation. I'm not saying everything perfect, because they did have to destroy a plane, or maybe a plane was destroyed. That's yet to be told. But there were too many things that went right there. They apparently built like a runway. If you agree with that, maybe a 1 for yes or a 2 for no. I would love to get your opinion on, do you think that that's what occurred? Because that's what I think. I think there were too many things that were perfect. I don't believe in coincidences here. You all know that I don't believe in coincidences. And that's what I'm sort of being led to believe. I see a lot of 1s for yes. A lot of 1s. I see some 2s. Maybe I'm wrong here as well, but that's what I think. Whenever something is too perfect, it's just too perfect. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they'd have to use massive energy spraying the information as waves to your computer all over an entire country. I don't know what that means. Is that like an EMP? I don't know what that one is. I saw that comment, but that's what I think. I believe if we didn't have some of this uranium, some of this material, maybe we would have already ramped up this. And I've got something here that I ran across that's pretty interesting. The details on this final Iranian draft. Apparently there was some draft that came together. I don't believe this. I do believe that there are deals coordinated back and forth. I just don't believe about 98.6% of what's coming out of the regular news. This details on this draft, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you believe in this stuff, type yes. If you don't trust the news, type no. If you trust the news, yes. If a 1 for yes, 2 for no. I don't trust the news. This is a mutual pledge to avoid targeting civilian and energy infrastructure. I don't believe our president's going to agree to that. I don't believe our president is going to allow or guarantee the freedom of navigation in the Persian Gulf or the Strait of Hormuz. I don't believe the president's going to agree to this. Gradual sanctions relief. I don't believe the president's going to agree to just allow them to have all of this frozen money back so they can buy more things that go kaboom. A realistic framework for de-escalation. I think the de-escalation is all on Iran. It's that old World War II submarine saying. It was an actual Japanese submarine captain that said the beatings will continue until morale improves. I believe that is the real question of how long the beatings can continue for Iran. This is information coming out of OSINT Defender. Iran's military is reconstituting much faster than initially estimated. This is a bunker with the Iranian drones. This is what their Iranian drones look like. This is a real image from inside of one of their bunkers of what their drone capabilities are. And you can see there are I don't know what is there. There's probably, I would say, 100 drones there on a low end. That's my guess. And I don't believe the president is going to come out and agree to anything that it would allow them to continue to operate and use this kind of stuff. That's just my opinion. And you're probably right. Those drones are made in China. Hello, baby. You're probably not wrong there. You're really probably not wrong. Pass the SAVE Act. I talked about that this morning in a video. Nancy Mace has brought forth legislation to remove and to outlaw, make it a law that members of Congress have to be natural born citizens. And good intentions. I'd like to talk about that real quick. And I'm glad you brought that up because for me, that is a major piece of legislation. The president of the United States has to be a natural born citizen. Correct? We all agree with that. And we may have had a president in the past that wasn't a natural born citizen, Barry, right? We all know Barry. We're talking about Barry Sortero. How many of you want that to be a law? I think, I don't know if we ever get the SAVE Act passed, as long as we have people in Congress that have allegiances to other countries. We got a poll in the chat right now. Do you trust Iran on any level? 3% say yes. Okay. 65% say no. 32% say never. So I'm going to go 97% say no. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do a poll here in the chat. Should members, I can't even spell, should members of Congress be natural born citizens? I believe, in my opinion, they should, because the same members of Congress that can impeach our president, that can remove his ability to govern, that can control the purse strings, the military budgets, the defense budgets. There we go. Let's grab that one. That's funny. I'm glad I didn't have, and his husband, Big Mike. So how many of you believe that members of Congress should have to be natural born citizens? There is a very long list of members of Congress and the Senate, both conservative and Republican, that are not natural born citizens. And I'll show you this. It's kind of scary. It really is. And Corvette pilot, I'm going to hide your comment here. So right now there are 32 current members of the 119th Congress, 26 representatives and 6 senators. Look at this. Look at the members' names here. Senators: Michael Bennet, Democrat, Colorado, India; Ted Cruz, Canada, right? Tammy Duckworth, Thailand; Mazie Hirono, she represents Hawaii. She's born in Japan, which is ironic when you think of Pearl Harbor, right? That's the irony. Bernie Moreno, Republican, seems like a good congressman, or sorry, good senator. Colombia, I don't care at this point. Chris Van Hollen, he's the one that went and had margaritas with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He was born in Pakistan, right? And then look at these members of Congress. So those were the senators. So I agree with this. Get rid of them. Ted Cruz, it's been nice to know you. See you, right? I haven't seen Ted Cruz do a whole lot for me in America right now. Becca Ballant, I don't even know who she is, but look at these countries. Does anybody even know where Trieste is? The free territory of Trieste? Where the hell is that? We've got Mexico, Ireland, Mexico, Canada. Dan Crenshaw, born in Scotland. Sorry, your dad was probably in the Navy or something there. I don't care. West Germany, Japan, the Dominican Republic, Mexico, Peru, India, Taiwan. We've got everyone's favorite, Ilhan Omar, born in Somalia. Rumors are she's being investigated right now as to lying on her citizenship paperwork. She claimed to be a citizen because of her dad was a naturalized citizen, but she was over the age of 18, so she shouldn't have been granted citizenship. She lied on this, allegedly. We've got more people. Mexico. The one that really makes me want to throw up in my mouth is Vindman from Ukraine. Remember him? He caused the impeachment. This bothers me. I don't know how much it bothers you, but I'm tired of this. I am tired of this people that shouldn't be here governing us. And a lot of you probably watch Matt Morse. You watch Matt Morse. Matt and I had a little bit of a disagreement on X, because here's Matt's comment. As firm as I am on immigration, I disagree with this. All that should matter is that you're a natural born citizen, as the Constitution already requires of the presidency. Very easy to conjure up a scenario where heritage American is born outside of the country while their parents are working or vacationing overseas. I'm sorry, I disagreed with Matt on this. And I replied very pointedly. I love it. The president has to be natural born, and the people who can impeach him should be too. That's my thought. And I'd love to get your opinion on that. And we're going to take some comments, but I didn't expect this out of Matt, because Matt is very pro-America, very MAGA. I love Matt Morse's content, but him and I are allowed to disagree. We're grown men. We can disagree. But this is Nancy Mace. If you were not born in America, you should not hold power in our government. I'm okay with that. And I would debate anyone on that on that legislation. Dual citizenship is the problem. If you agree with me, type 1. If you disagree, type 2. And we're allowed to have disagreements here on this channel, and I'm open to debate on those things. So that's kind of where I'm at on what's happening in Iran. Okay. I'm glad my parents aren't alive to see all this horseshit. Yeah, you're probably right. What does that say? I saw someone say something. Matt's married to a German woman. Okay. And, he's entitled to marry whoever the hell he wants. I don't agree in same-sex marriage. God bless you, Ben, your entire VB Ben family subscribers and chat dwellers. Love y'all, Ben Dykes and prayer warriors who prayed my dad back to decent health. Amen, G-Dub.
Amen.
There we go, boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah.
Let me grab a slurp of
boom
coffee.
shakalaka.
Do you think Rush Limbaugh would have wanted members of Congress to be dual citizens? Patriot Defender says he agrees with me 100%. Okay. I like it when people agree with me, but don't feel obligated to agree with me. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Okay. I've got thick enough skin where if you want to agree, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. Do me a favor. If you are a veteran in the chat, post your branch of service. We got Memorial Day coming up. Post your branch of service. I'd love to know your branch of service, when you served, where you served, what time period. Love to get that locked in. If you join the military as there are carve outs that allow people not American citizens to join the military, but to gain any level of clearance, they have to become uh, um, a citizen of the United States. And we've got a lot of good people that live in this country that are not from this country. I am not saying that if you're not born here, you're not a good American. I'm just saying we've got someone else that can be a congressman. Maybe being a congressman is not your job. That's not your thing. I'm not a rocket scientist. Maybe you shouldn't be a member of Congress. That's where I'm kind of at on that layout on that whole thing. And I'd love to get your take on that, because the chat is usually more right than I am. You guys are a lot smarter than I am, and that's always relevant. So chime in, and I'd love to see that. Muslim schools teach jihad. I've never been to one of those schools, West. But West, how long did you go to one of those schools? How long did you attend one of those? Wow, widowed of a Marine who served 30 years Semper Fi. God bless him. God bless him. I bet his favorite crayons were red. They're always red. Trieste is in Italy. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. And shalom to you for your little icon there. Howard Gardens, America first. I am very, very America only. I don't think I've got to be America first. I don't think I've got to be make America great again. I'm America only. That's what I think. West, the biggest threat to our way of life is like what Thomas Jefferson said: banks issuing our currency and removing sound money from our system via Gresham's law. West, I'm going to have to read up on Gresham's law. Thank you very much. And I saw somebody else chime in here. A little support for the channel. Trevor, thank you. Little story. My wife and I were at a feed store the other night. We went to Tractor Supply. My birthday was a few days ago. On the way home from Tractor Supply, we stopped by, loading up some feed, some dog feed, chicken feed, horse feed. The lady at the counter, she's like, "You're Ben." I was like, "Yep." She's like, "I can't believe you buy feed here." I was like, "I come here all the time." She's like, "I just want to give you a hug." So she gave me a hug, said she watched the channel. I went out to the truck. I had a new box of Bibles that had been delivered, and I went in and gave her one. She started crying in the feed store. Sounds like a country song, right? Making a lady cry in the feed store because I gave her a Bible. But that's, that's exactly what. Free territory of Trieste. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I want to do this. We haven't done this in a while. I've been kind of very busy. I want to take some phone calls from some of you. I want to get your opinion on what's going on in Iran. I want to get your opinion on this legislation from Nancy Mace. I want to get your opinion on maybe whether President Trump should take a deal, make a deal, or if we should just continue this what do we call? What are we going to call this? We're going to call this shock and awe, a shock and awe campaign. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe that's what needs to happen. But lines are open. I've got the balls to take the calls. Did you autograph the Bible? No, I did not. I did say, God bless you. So there we go. But the lines are open. Feel free to call in. Your opinion matters more than mine. I'm just here kind of conducting. And let's see what we kick this off. Line one, go right ahead. Kick us off. You got to speak up a little bit. Your phone's cutting out. I think you're up on the light pole in Green Neighbors. You're going to have to call back when your phone works a little better. Tell Obama to send you a new phone. Your Obama phone is playing up, and you need it to be replaced via the warranty. Let's go Troll under the bridge. I know he's got an opinion. What's your opinion today, Troll?
37-0. Suck it, lefties. That's freaking awesome. That is 37-0 red.
Oh, you're talking about the primaries.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I was hooting and hollering. I think I woke the neighbors up again. It was so awesome.
Troll, let me ask you this. You're up in Michigan, is that right?
Yes.
Are you ever going to get a Democrat out of the governor's office in Michigan?
We are working on it right now. I mean, Jocelyn Benson ain't looking so hot right now. They got her under investigation. The news up here and around the United States are trying to keep it as quiet as possible. Yeah, she was on the board of the SPLC, and I think we're going to be one of the next states to be hit for the Doge and everybody coming against the fraud, because it's rampant up here. It's bad.
Do you believe the Democrats take the midterms, or do you think this is the first time in a long time where a sitting president, his party gains ground in the midterms?
If we keep going the way we're doing, I think even GW might be right, and California might turn red.
Okay. All right. Troll, thank you for calling. Appreciate you. Always a pleasure to talk to the troll under the bridge. Get back under the bridge and round up all those other trolls. And we've probably got a bunch of them in there. Go for it, brother. Go Big Red. Random yank. Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the submarines that I served on, was the USS Nebraska. But what we're seeing right now with this primary change, this could be monumental. Let's go right here. Line 2. Where are you calling from? What's your name today?
Hey, this is Jawbone Outdoors in New Brockton, Alabama.
Roll Tide. What you got to say?
Hey, deal with Iran.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of side with the families who lost loved ones in this war. They told President Trump to finish it. I would like to see him finish it. And the reason I'm saying that is, like you said, they've never won a war, but they've won every negotiation. I think they're stalling and buying time.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. What would you consider finished? What would be the goal line? What is the goal line for you?
Take them out.
Take who out?
Iran.
The IRGC?
When we were in, and I'll explain this, when we were in World War II and Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor,
mm-hmm.
the only thing that got them to surrender was bombing Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They was thousands of lives, innocent lives, that was lost. But that's war, brother. You and I know that as well.
So
we were both military.
So are you alluding to the fact that the president should use a nuclear weapon on Iran?
No, not nuclear weapon, but go in and take out their infrastructure, take them back to the Stone Age.
Okay. Let me ask you this. With a country that has 90 million people, and it's a huge country, are you talking the capital of Tehran? Are you talking these cities with the nuclear capabilities like Isfahan, Natanz? Are you talking those cities? Okay. So military infrastructure, not war crimes on residential areas.
Not war crimes. I'm taking out everything they can do to possibly, have any kind of military whatsoever.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. I really appreciate you. Roll damn Tide. God bless you. Take care. There we go. We got another Alabama guy in here. Roll Tide. Lines are open. Do you agree with that caller? He's saying finish it. And there's a lot of people that say finish it. And I always want to know, are you talking about finishing the IRGC? Are you talking about dropping a strategic weapon? Rhode Island Rob. I almost said Rhodesian. Rhode Island Rob, happy birthday. Thank you so much. I'll put some gas in my Harley. I'll put a tank of gas in my Harley. Actually, I won't. I've got about 17 Bibles that I need help shipping right now to various members across the country. And that's what I'm doing right now. But I think New Brockton, Alabama, I think he brought up a good point. I think that the possibility of resuming this bombing campaign is there. If you want to get your comments you want to be heard by everybody else that's listening, we're streaming on about 6 different platforms. Feel free, 615-475-7864. Love to get your take on this. If you think launching more strategic strikes on Iran is the answer, if you think that negotiations are the way forward, I've said multiple times, Iran's never won a war. They've never lost a negotiation. That's my theory. That is my theory. And I'd love for someone to maybe allude to different things that get there. But I think the longer that Trump allows this to carry on, we know Iran is probably going to be playing some games in the background. We know they're going to be rebuilding their military. They're probably hiding materials. They are probably trying to move some of this uranium around. West, you're welcome to call in. You've been a long time lurker. I don't think I've ever talked to you on the phone, but you're welcome to call. But I believe that's kind of where we're at right now. Is do we make a move, or the longer we wait, does it get worse? Does it get worse the longer that we wait? That's kind of that's kind of what I think right now. And strategically, we hold all the cards. But what do we do next? Now there is a clip here of the president. I want to grab this real quick. Somebody just sent me this in the chat. Thank you. Let's play this. I want to see what this is. Somebody just sent this in the chat. This is a clip of the president talking about, well, I don't know. I haven't seen this.
We have more people today working in the United States than at any time in the history. And this is with the Iran conflict. That'll end soon, very soon. And when it ends, your gasoline prices will go down lower than they were before. You know, I left Iowa a few months ago, and gasoline was at $1.85 a gallon. And we'll be hitting numbers like that again.
$1.85 a gallon in Iowa earlier. Now the president says we're going to get back to that soon.
But we'll be hitting them in a much nicer way, by the way. We will be hitting them, and we will have a country that will not have a nuclear weapon. Yeah, Daniel?
Okay. So the president's saying that we're going to get back to cheaper gas. I did see kind of a doomer comment here. Here we go. 3% prepper. Better do something for the midterms and the great famine. Are you watching Black Scout Survival? Is that what you're watching? Because that guy preaches this great famine all the time. And I don't know if I go down the rabbit hole of a great famine. I can't fall into line with that. But there you go. You believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm not here for that. That is your prerogative. You can believe whatever you want. You can believe that Erica Kirk, if you believe Candace Owens, then you're believing some of that as well. But I think the big facilities that are going to get targeted is this Isfahan nuclear facility, these Iranian nuclear facilities. I think that's what's going to be 100%. Trump being like, there we go, 100%. I don't believe that the president takes killing people lightly. And I think that is the real thing that suddenly a lot of people have suddenly like just jumped on rock. Oh, here we go. Hey, brother, New Brockton here. Thanks for taking my call. Didn't get to say this, but roll tide. Roll damn tide. I've got my Bear Bryant hat around here. I just saved you as a member there, so you can call back anytime. Man, we got a heck of a super chat rolling in here. Chicago Red Giraffe. Mr. Ben here. This may help for the Bibles. I will always cover your 6. A lot more to come with needed. Godspeed. Please just let the wheel turn. You, sir.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Get a boom shakalaka.
And boom shakalaka.
Thank you, Chicago Red Giraffe. That'll send about 10 of them. Well, about 9, because they're about $12 a piece to ship. It's postal service needs to be privatized. That's just my opinion. But Red Giraffe, thank you so much, sir. Couldn't do the show without support like that. And if you become a member on the channel, you get access to a private Discord server. There's a lot of patriots that are in there chatting all the time. We're going to get back to doing some live streams on these Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. That's where we're going to do some live streams. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. That's when we're going to do live streams because it works best for my work schedule, my family life, farm life, all that stuff. And it looks like I might be taking a road trip very soon. across the country on my Harley Davidson, and we might do some meetups. 454 Kasul, Boomer, STHU Punk. I don't know what that's all about, but we're happy to nuke anyone that always wants to be a troll. So there you go. I haven't flushed anyone today. Apparently, Stephen Colbert's last show happens tonight. That's interesting. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. There you go. Live streams are back. Absolutely. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will be live streaming those 4 days. That way it gives me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to see what the Democrats are up to or to see what's happening across the country. Ayatollah is ordering highly enriched uranium to remain in Iran. I don't believe this. I really don't believe that this guy is ordering anything because we haven't seen this guy. I don't believe we've seen this Ayatollah. The cardboard cutout. I don't think we've seen him, right? Has anybody seen this Ayatollah? I haven't. Oh man, hold up. We got any NASCAR fans? Kyle Busch just passed away. What? Look at this. We're saddened and heartbroken to share the news of the passing of Kyle Busch, two-time Cup champion. He drove the M&M's car. I loved Kyle Busch. Two-time Cup champion, one of our sport's greatest, fiercest drivers. He was 41 years old. We extend our deepest condolences to the Busch family, Richard Childress Racing, and the entire motorsports community. Kyle Busch, 1985 to 2026. I've met Kyle numerous times. Wow. Somebody said take a road trip to Cheyenne. I'm actually planning a trip to Montana, so we might very well meet up in there. Kyle Busch, I got to take my hat off. Man, Kyle Busch, what a legend. Short life, 41 years old, 10 years younger than I am. Man, that's a very somber moment. You better really appreciate everything you have, everyone you have in your life, and every moment that you can enjoy. You better enjoy and extract every piece, every day you have with family, because you don't know. Kyle Busch, rest in peace. Dear Lord, take care of that family. And I hope that Kyle was right with you. I really, let's go here. All right, let's go. Bobby, Tennessee. What you got, Bobby?
Hey, Ben. It's good to see you again, man.
Long time no see, Bobby. A lot of people complain because I haven't been live streaming. I got a family, a farm. I got a full-time job.
Oh, I know.
And I don't do this for money. And there's a lot of channels that will sit and drone on for 3 or 4 hours every day, leg humping, telling everybody.
Yeah, and they say nothing. They say nothing.
They say nothing. They leg hump for 3 or 4 hours a day. They drone on. Everything's 4D chess. And I'm like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hey, listen, with Kyle Busch, I mean, we all, we need to count our blessings and thank God every day when we wake up.
You are right about that, Bobby. Bobby, hey, I'll tell you this. One of the most sobering moments that I have every day is when I walk down to the mailbox and I turn around and I look back at what God has blessed me with. And that walk back to the house, looking at what God has blessed me with, just from the mailbox, I soak it in and I appreciate it. What would you like to say? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, that's no problem. Listen, the bomb they found at the dam.
Okay.
I sent you an email. My nephew is heavily involved in that whole Big Creek Dam debacle
down in Mobile, Alabama.
Down in Mobile. Yeah. Yeah,
really?
they've been fighting. Yeah, they've been fighting malls for a little over a year.
Okay.
Somehow they took it over, and they won't allow anybody to use the lake. It's a public lake, so they got a big fight going on But
Do you think
I'm
there's
gonna,
more? I mean, with you saying it like that, it makes me believe there's a possibility of more of these same explosives.
yeah,
There.
yeah. Well, here's the kicker. Uh, they knew about the bomb being there on March 2nd,
Whoa.
9 weeks before it was reported. Absolutely. So I want to
Wow.
get you in touch with my nephew.
Oh, I'd love
I'm
to
gonna
talk to him.
I'm going to give you his name. He's all over Facebook with reels
Okay.
talking about this. If you can write it down,
I've
his
got a
name
pen
is
right here.
Heath Heath Hutchinson,
Okay.
and
I'll check that out,
look him
Bobby.
up, and maybe you can get him on the show. I mean, look, they got a big thing going. They just had an election, a runoff, and they voted just about every one of those people out of office.
They need to. They need to.
Yeah,
Bobby.
yeah.
They need
So,
to.
but I wanted to let you know that personally.
Bobby,
I know some of you
I'll
damn
reach out
people.
to him.
Yeah, do that. And if you can't get him, send me an email,
Okay.
and I will send you his personal phone number.
Man, since March, they knew about that.
Since March the 2nd.
Wow.
So you tell me what's going on there. And Malls, the first thing Malls did was one of the higher ups was allowed one of his buddies to open a boat rental. Right?
That's
So
crazy.
you have to sign a disclaimer. So if anything happens on the lake, they're not responsible for it, whether it's their negligence or your own.
Wow.
And that to
Bobby,
me sounds like bullshit.
well, thank you for calling, brother. Thank you for the update. I will check that out. God bless you.
Yes.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
there's a lot to it, Ben. There's a lot more to it than that.
Well, take care, buddy. I appreciate you. For those that don't know what Bobby was talking about, there was a bomb, an IED, a makeshift explosive device, on a bridge span on a major water supply in Mobile, Alabama. I made a video about that and covering that. I'm going to be following up on it. Chicago Red Giraffe just hit us with another 100 super
Amen.
chat. God bless you.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
But that, and thank you, Chicago Red Giraffe. Do me a favor, email me. I'll get you in as a member on the Discord. Wow. Thank you for the $100 super chat. You're the best. So lines are open. If there's anybody that knows more about that, you're welcome to call in. They need to check bridges as well. I think our infrastructure is a major target by people that don't like us. That's what I think. And do some of you think this could be some kind of like a cell, some kind of like dark cell? What do they call them? Sleeper cell, I believe is what we could frame that as. Do you believe we have sleeper cells here in the United States? I believe we do. And I believe if they were going to become active, it would be right now. It would be before the midterms. Let's do this. Do you believe we have sleeper cells here in the USA? I think we do. I think some of the crimes that are happening in the United States are too well oiled, too well planned. I don't believe in coincidences, and there's too many things happening that are just too perfect. Oh, here's more story. Let's go to this Kyle Busch story here real quick. Kyle Busch story, NASCAR champion. Thank you. Died at the age of 41. He was expected to race this weekend at Charlotte. Passing confirmed by the Busch family. They did not say what the cause of death was. Details will be shared as appropriate. Man, what a horrible story there. Kyle Busch, I've met him numerous times. For those of you that don't know, I've got a friend of mine that drives a NASCAR, Cody Dennison. He drives a car. He's in the, I think it's the Infinity series is where he's at, one tier down. And I've been in the pits numerous times and met Kyle, and he was just a damn good dude. And most of these NASCAR guys are just good, hardworking dudes. Diddler Kratz imported thousands of sleepers. You're probably not wrong on that either. There's no way in hell I could ever argue with that. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. If you have something to say about Kyle Busch, his passing, If you have something to say about what's going on with the GOP delaying this SAVE Act being passed, I don't believe we get the SAVE Act passed before the midterms. I believe it's going to take some kind of executive order from the president of the United States to stop people in our elections that shouldn't be in our elections. That's my theory. Let's grab a call right here. It looks like we got G-Dub, Compton, California. I haven't brushed up on my Ebonics, but what up, dog? There you go.
Well, just throw up your West Side gang side, a gang sign. I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Limbaugh Cup is my gang sign. There we go.
Man, so I heard you going up towards Montana. You're not coming to California? The soon to be red state of California?
I haven't felt like getting mugged for a while. So, no. I'm planning
I
to
got
go
some
to
gang
place.
members. I got some friends that can help protect you, so don't worry about that.
I'm planning to go to a place called Beartooth Pass. Beartooth Pass.
Wow.
If you know where that is. It's in Montana.
Don't know where it is, but it sounds like you better stay armed. Heavily armed.
I am a proud traveling member of the Second Amendment Club. Is where I'm.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
G-Dub, I'm glad to hear your dad's doing well. What would you like to say this evening?
Yeah, no. I just wanted to thank you. We talked a little bit, off, but the prayers that you did and your group, our family, I'm telling you, prayer works. And man, I'm sorry to hear about. Now, was he a friend of yours?
Kyle Busch,
or was he a friend of a friend? Yeah.
Very famous NASCAR driver, friend of a friend.
Right, there we go. Friend of a friend.
Man,
okay.
This is insane. 41 years old. 41.
Man, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. And anytime somebody under the age of 50, younger than me, passes, I always remember that. So, I'll just say this to the chat and I'll let you get on to other people. My grandma used to say, there's somebody in the local cemetery that will trade you for your worst day. Okay. So, no matter what you're going through, whether it's a great day or one of your worst days, just understand at least you're on this side of the dirt, right?
There are so many people that I agree they will, and I've lost quite a few friends, former military, that have taken their own lives. And I think a lot of that is PTSD, mental health. And I used to get really upset by it, but now it actually makes me angry. Because I think it's one of the most selfish things you can do is to take your own life and leave your family behind to clean up the mess and that you weren't man enough or woman enough to embrace. And maybe I'm wrong for saying that, but I do get kind of angry when I've lost 9 friends, but they took their own life. And it just pisses me off right now. It really just pisses me off.
Well, just take heart in that there is a demonic spirit out there. You get what I'm saying? And so you never know the influence that somebody's on. That's why you stay prayed up and you pray for people. You get what I'm saying? Which brings this full circle. How everybody here was praying for me and my dad when we were going through hell and high water with him. You never know what a phone call, a prayer, a good word does for somebody. And so I know you from time to time, and I'll let you go. I know from time to time you say, I'm just a guy, what I'm saying? I'm just talking on the internet. Right? You never know how many lives you affect. I'm talking to you, Ben. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody else, I'm talking to you. You never know how many people you affect and how many lives you touch just by keeping this open. Like you said, most YouTubers don't even talk to their chat, people in the chat and take phone calls. They don't.
There's a lot of people
they don't have balls.
There's a lot of people in the chat that I have never physically met, but I feel like we have a connection. And I think you're so right that when you just sit down in front of a camera and you just get out and you can say some really stupid stuff and it can affect a lot of people. I try not to be negative about what's happening in the country, what's happening with the president.
Right.
I try to be very positive because there's a lot of people that might be sitting and watching this that they don't need any more negativity in their life. They don't need any more doom or any more gloom, or they don't need any more fear. They get enough fear mongering from Candace and some of these other channels, right?
Hell,
They
the
don't need
mainstream
that.
media, just life. Yeah, exactly.
And I believe just taking a phone call from a random person, maybe I know them, maybe I don't, but just allowing people in the chat to express their opinion, vent, share something that's bothering them, I think it helps people. I don't know, but I think it might. I really think it might.
No, I guarantee you it does. I guarantee you it does. And I also like the fact that you say you don't always have to agree. Like you and I have been going
I
back
don't
and
care.
forth over the
Yeah.
Steve Hilton thing.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. I don't have to always agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong if I always, you always agree with me, right? But, we can have it out and we still love each other and we still going, you clown back and forth and you still going to come to Compton.
I mean, I'm a firm believer. The greatest black female artist is Tina Turner. I've seen her in concert 3 times. I know you're a
I'm
Janet
jealous.
Jackson fan, but we can disagree on that, right?
Right. I mean, I broke her heart a couple of times, because she couldn't get with Chocolate Thunder, but it's all good.
One question,
I'm
and
sure
then I'm
she's
going to let
gotten
you
over
go.
it.
One question, I'm going to let you
Okay.
go. Does Spencer Pratt win mayor of Los Angeles?
Damn. Okay. I really want him to, and I love the both the stuff he's putting out and other people are putting out for him. I just don't know. There's so much corruption that if we had to say that pass and if we had signature verification and voter ID, the answer would be overwhelmingly yes. But we're just not there yet. That's why I'm so pissed about the Senate freaking taking their time off until freaking June or July or whatever. That we might miss that, but. I don't know. I'm thinking we might still get Steve Hilton because that's not just LA. We do have the Central Valley to kind of help us out. We do have Orange County to help us out in Riverside. So we'll see.
All right. I
Pray for
appreciate you, brother.
California.
God bless you. You take
All right.
care.
Love you much.
Roll
Take care.
Tide.
All right.
There we go. I sent G-Dub a Razorback hat. He's one of my buddies on the chat there. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Let's go. Love her. Here we go. Valdosta, Georgia. Go ahead.
Hey, Ben, I got 3 things I want to say. Number one, I don't think anybody that's not born in this country should be able to serve in Congress. President's not.
Okay.
And that goes the same for term limits, too, because president has 2 term limits. Why can Congress serve forever?
That's a good point. That's
Number
a very
2
good
is
point.
Number 2, I think that Iran's never going to give President Trump what he wants. I think he should go in there and finish it.
Okay.
And number 3 is I just wanted to say I've missed seeing you. I know you have a life though, but I sure appreciate these live streams. Thank you for keeping us informed about what's going on, and God bless you, Ben, for all you do.
Now I know, Janie, that you are you're in your Bible a lot, and the country of Iran in the Bible, biblically, that's Persia, and the prince of Persia, biblically, is, I think there's many references. Prince of Persia was the devil or is Satan. Do you believe that? Do you believe that biblically we're starting to see some things unfold? Are you starting to see that?
Yeah, I am in some things, but there's one thing that I kind of go by on my end times thing. You know, you have the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem.
Okay.
That's when that's where the third temple is going to be built.
Oh, okay.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not there yet, and when that happens, that's a sure sign that we're in the end times. Well, actually, we've been in the end times since Christ was crucified and resurrected. But I do believe we're getting close to the end of the end times.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you call. It does make sense. It absolutely. I think a lot of people, a lot of preachers are scared to preach out of the book of Revelations because they don't want to upset any of their their congregations. That's what I think.
Oh,
You know?
I used to go to a church that we had a Bible teacher. He was a great Bible teacher, but he wouldn't touch a Revelation.
They're scared of
He
it.
would not touch it. I don't know if it was the scared of it or they don't. Maybe some of them, I think, they don't feel like they know enough about it to be able to interpret it. But if you read it carefully and you read it several times, the Bible interprets itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Bible interprets itself.
Well, I
And let
appreciate
me
you
tell
calling.
Can I tell you one other thing?
Go right
From
ahead.
now on, my name's Janice. Janis.
Janice, thank you very much. I got you. You take care.
Mr. Pug's mom are in on the feed.
Perfect. Fantastic. You take care.
And
God
Pug
bless
is
you.
Pug is my cat.
Well,
in the
I
picture
appreciate
with
it.
me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ben,
take
for
care.
everything.
Yes, ma'am.
You
God
take
bless
care
you.
too. God bless you. I'm going to send you some more Bible verses, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. You keep them coming. She always sends me a Bible verse. She always does. Mike ACG, postage. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mike. Mike's kind of one of my deep researchers on the channel. Let me go ahead and give Mike a super chat.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Boom shakalaka.
Let's go right here. Let's see. Line 3. Go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, it's Justin over here in Oklahoma.
How you doing, Justin? What's going on? How can I talk? What would you like to talk about?
Oh, man, this Kyle Busch thing's got me tore up, brother.
Apparently after the race at Watkins Glen, at the end of the race, rolling into the pits, he requested a doctor in the pit.
Well, no, that was last week at Dover at the All-Star
at Dover.
race.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, they were at the All-Star race, and he won the truck race on Friday.
That's right.
And then evidently after the All-Star race, he finished like 8th. And then as soon as he got done with the race, he had his personal doctor meet him at the track. And then he was hospitalized today and passed away in the hospital, I guess. My guess is pneumonia, because he was complaining about some sort of like a sinus infection or sinus cold or something like that last weekend.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just been crazy for NASCAR this year, man. We lost Greg Biffle and his entire family earlier this year in that plane crash.
That's right. Yep.
And then,
the NASCAR family is a very close knit community. It really is.
It's one of the most amazing sports families that there is in the whole country. I mean, there's not a tighter knit of people than NASCAR fans.
Well, Justin, I appreciate you calling, brother. God bless.
All right, I love you, brother.
Take care. Be good. Stay safe over there in Oklahoma. We all know that's like the alley. Nikki, once the Persian Empire was mighty and vast, that all changed with the name change to Iran. Oh, very good point there, Nikki. Very good point. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free, get your calls in. Like I said, we're going to go back to the live stream on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, okay? Mark your calendar. Let's go line 3. Line 3, go right ahead. You got a lot of audio going on in the background. Right at the top, it says turn the audio down. If you can't do that, I can't help you. Memphis conservative. Yep. Preachers are, let me turn the lines back on. You're welcome to call in. Preachers are scared to preach out of Revelations, don't know how true it is. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's try to grab this call again. Line 4.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, sir.
This is Gene from Maine. How you doing?
Gene, I'm doing great, brother. I'm drinking out of my Rush Limbaugh cup right here, and I want to show you something, Gene, if you're looking at the screen.
Sure, I'm watching it right now. Go right ahead.
Somebody sent me a very old, I would say this is over a 30-year-old Rush Limbaugh sticker from AM 1490, Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, my God.
And it is
amazing.
JR Food Mart. I don't even know if they have JR Food Marts, but apparently I can redeem this coupon for a refill in my Rush mug at 19 Crabtree, 18th and Breckenridge, a truck stop where Marjorie Taylor Greene's working at, and a couple other.
Oh, God. Yeah.
AM 1490, Rush Limbaugh. What do you think about that?
And
somebody sent me a gun rack
amazing
from my old Ford. What would you like?
You got to be one of the luckiest guys on planet Earth. You really
I'm very
do.
lucky, Gene. I am blessed.
And I got to tell you, I want to give you a little tip on something about going out to the driveway and to mailbox and coming back.
Yep.
I can't say how many times I've thought the same thing, looking back at my house and everything God blessed me with, and I think there's something about with people that you get to talk to and they get to talk to you, that there's a kindred spirit between us. And I believe the same thing is with me to you. I really
Gene,
appreciate it, my brother.
Gene, I was at Sam's Club the other day and I had a big like cart full of dog food. And this little lady just poked her head around the corner and she's like, "Are you Ben?" And I was like, "Yep." And she's like, "Can I give you a hug?" I was like, "Sure." I said to her, I was like, "As long as you're wearing deodorant." And she started cracking up. She gave me a hug, and
Oh,
she's probably
geez.
in her 70s. And she said, "I can't believe that you come here and buy dog food." I said, "Where else am I going to go? I go to Sam's Club, buy dog food for my people." And she was just so
Absolutely.
amazed that like I'm a normal dude, right? Just a normal dude, and I
I,
come across normal.
you are, and you're mighty salty at times, and I love that part of you. I can't tell you how much I
There's
really
no
appreciate what you're
reason that we
doing.
shouldn't be salty. Rush, I didn't,
Yeah.
a complete Rush Limbaugh show for me was for me to laugh, get mad, and get
Yep.
upset. That is a
Yeah.
full day. If you can
Yep.
experience happiness, sympathy, empathy, and a little bit of anger in a full day, you've had a full day. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely right.
But
Absolutely. I couldn't
Gene, I'm
agree you
telling you,
more.
man, walk into the mailbox, turning around, walking back, I'm like, man, I got it pretty good. You know what I mean? I got it pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the way I
Yeah.
look at it. Well,
You're
Gene, I
darn right.
appreciate you calling, brother. God
You
bless
bet. You're the best. You're the best. And I got something like I mentioned before. The anniversary's coming up. I've had one with you for 2 years, and I have a very special gift I'm going to send to you.
Gene, send me
I'll
your
be calling in.
address. Send me your
I-
address.
Sure. You want me to do it on the air? I don't care.
No, just text message me your address to the
Oh,
number that you're
okay.
calling. Do that.
All right.
I've got
I
a
will
stack of
definitely
these
do that.
$2 bills. I got a stack
Yeah.
of $2 bills I need to send people. These have
I
never
would
been
love
near a
that.
stripper's butthole. They have never been
That would
near a
be
stripper's butthole.
absolutely awesome. And I leave you one thing about religion.
Yeah,
a
go
little
for it,
tip
Gene.
about something I had heard. This is a friend of mine, Woody Woodson. He's a very famous preacher, actually, and I got to meet him a few times in the state of Maine. And he has a son, brilliant kid, a genius. And he turned and he said to him one time, his father was trying to write up a sermon, trying to figure out what is he going to say, what he going to tell the people that day. And he went in there, and his son's only about 8 years old. And he said to him, Dad, he said, I've always kind of wondered about, when you do so much work, and a lot of people do this, to write up some kind of sermon. And he said that one thing I don't ever understand is why does mankind, meaning, put a question mark where God puts a period.
That's a good point, Gene. That's a very good
There you
point.
go.
Very
Think about
good
that, my
point.
friend. I
Very
love
good
that
point.
dog. I
Fred-
love that doggy.
Fred loves to come up here and say hello. He lays on my feet until my damn feet go numb, is what he does.
He is too cool. My daughter has 2 dogs, and one of them very similar to that.
He's about 13 years old now, is how old Fred
Oh
is.
my God. What a gift.
It scares me every day to think what
I
don't
bet.
even want to think. I'll start crying right now if I start thinking
Yeah,
about it.
don't even go there. I fully understand it completely.
Well,
I'll be in
Gene,
touch, Ben.
text message me your address. I got something for you. God bless you. That's Gene in Maine. How do I get on the list for the Bible? You just need to sign up for my mailing list. Sign up for my mailing list, become a member on the channel. Send me your address. I've got a whole bunch of them. John P. in New Brockton. Got it. There we go. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. I'd love a Bible to go next to my father's flag. Deliver it to you. Line 2, go right ahead. Line 2.
Hey, Ben, I'm just wondering if your dog there has free range like my dogs do at the house.
You know, we've got about 11 acres, and those dogs go wherever the hell they want. Unfortunately, Fred likes to stay right under my feet.
He does. Well, I know with my dogs, if someone comes to the home and they break something, my dogs, I just say blame it on them, and you'll be all right with my wife.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You ain't wrong about that.
Appreciate what you do, man.
God bless you. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Bless you.
You take care.
Bye-bye.
Great Pyrenees. They take care of the farm. Line 5. What do you got? Line 5.
What's going on, my man Ben? It's J-Rod.
J-Rod, talk to me. What you got, brother? Roll Tide.
What you been doing, you Lower Alabama?
I know, brother.
Razorback?
Man, I've been so busy. I'm busier than a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest. What would you like to say?
Hey, man, I missed a bunch of your show. I didn't get to catch all of it, but I seen a video earlier before I started your live about the people that are senators and congressmen that ain't born here. And I was really blown away. But Ted Cruz, he ran for president, didn't he?
He sure did. He sure did.
I mean, he ran for president against Donald Trump.
You know, and we haven't heard a lot from Ted Cruz, have we? He hasn't really done anything that maybe he said he was going to do, and that bothers me. You know what I mean?
Well, I ain't heard nothing about him. Not saying anything about what he's going. I ain't heard nothing or seen nothing from him. Period. And I guarantee you, he's probably like on the down low.
Yeah, I really wish that he would be out.
I wish he would. For president, sat there and debated right there with Donald Trump. I'll never forget it.
I wish he was more active in getting the SAVE Act passed. That's what I believe. That's what I'd like to see.
I wish he was a freaking American citizen. Is what I wish.
Yeah, it really bothers me. Yeah, natural born citizens should, in my opinion, be the only ones that are in Congress or the Senate. And I don't care who I upset by saying that.
I had no idea. Like a big portion of those people that you read off, man, I thought they were born here. Like I had no idea. These people from Pakistan and everything. I couldn't believe it.
J-Rod, I'm going to grab this other call, brother. God bless you.
All right, brother.
There we go. Line 6. Line 6. Go right ahead. You got to turn that audio down in the background, or I can't talk to you. You got to. Let's see here. Lines are open, though. You're welcome to call back if you figure that out. It only says it right there. Only says it right there. I might have to hang up on you. Line 6. Go right ahead.
Hey, this is Nancy from Dallas area.
Nancy in Dallas. What you got to say, Nancy? Turn the audio down in the background.
I want to tell you, Ben, that I appreciate your years of service in the submarine service so very much.
Thank you.
I was born in 1941. My dad was in the military and was served in the submarine service in the Second World War. They made 13 patrol runs and leaking oil all the time.
What do you know the name of the submarine he was on?
The Nautilus.
Oh,
it had a diesel engine and it ran on batteries. It was experimental kind of thing back then. Diesel.
Absolutely.
And it didn't even have parts for repair. The parts they did have was stored in under the bunks and wherever they could find a place to put it.
Yep.
And it was one time they did have a breakdown and they were in the open sea. They were not submerged. They were on the surface for 2 days in the same place repairing that engine. But they got it going and kept on going.
Well, thank you for calling and sharing that story. I really appreciate it. And God bless your dad and fair winds and following seas. I really appreciate that.
God bless you, Ben.
You take
I enjoy your show.
Yes, ma'am. You call back anytime. God bless you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
There we go. Great call. Great call. World War II veteran. Her dad was a submarine sailor on the USS Nautilus, SS 168. SS 168 is the name of the submarine, or the USS Nautilus. SS 168 was the sub that her dad served on, right there. World War II diesel boat. That's an old Narwhal class submarine. And there's an image here I want to show you of them sinking a Japanese ship. That's from the periscope. Look at that. Japanese aircraft carrier at the Battle of Midway. Talk about historical. Wow. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Love to talk to you. Questions, comments, concerns, or let's try to keep the cuss words to a minimum here. Let's just keep them to a minimum. With that being said, I want to make sure that everyone knows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we will be live streaming. We'll be doing these probably in the evenings. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll get back onto a live stream schedule. Saturday and Sunday, I do in the mornings before church and early in the morning for a cup of coffee on a Saturday morning. Probably Thursday, Friday, we'll squeeze them in the evenings. Okay. That's what we'll try to do. There's a lot of stuff going on. Apparently oil prices are falling as there's hopes for a deal. U.S. crude falls below $100 a barrel. It says Iran talks in the final stage. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If you're a member on the channel, I'm going to I'm going to pick a random member and send y'all. I've been sending Bibles out. I've been doing that. I know with gas prices a little high, somebody else maybe could use a little more help. I'm going to pick up a couple of gift cards, maybe like some $50 gift cards, and send some of those out to some random members. So join the channel as a member, get in there, and become a member on the channel. It really helps the algorithm a lot. It helps my channel a lot. It helps the causes that I'm trying to do a lot. I want to see if I can share this. Let's go here. This is a kind of I don't know what you want to call this. This is a report here from or on the Kyle Busch thing. Let's go here.
So welcome back. It's time now for one more thing, and I go first. I'm very saddened to tell you that NASCAR champion, father, husband, and friend Kyle Busch has passed away at the age of 41. It's confirmed, not a lot of details. His brother Kurt's a good friend of mine. Several people in the NASCAR world that I know very well. That is a real community along with the fans, and we're shocked, saddened, and sorrowed. God bless Kyle Busch. Mm-hmm.
That's Joey Jones that did that. Joey just re-enlisted in the Marine Corps. He's a double amputee, and he just re-enlisted to go back and join the Marine Corps. And I believe he's going to serve as kind of an ambassador for that. Guys, it's a very somber moment when you lose someone like that. And I know that Kyle Busch is no more important to me than some of your own family members are there, but it really hits home when somebody that had so much success passes away. Memphis conservative. I want to address this comment from Memphis. Preachers are scared to preach out of Revelations. Don't know how true it is, but I was told by a couple of pastors before that they are told what to preach out of the Bible and what not to preach while attending preacher school. You very well could be right, Memphis. And I'm sure these congregations, there's probably some elders in these churches that tell them what they don't want to hear about. I'm sure there are. I would be too gullible not to believe that. We're going to start live streaming Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Live streams are back on. This is the Ben Dykes channel. Smash a like and subscribe. Become a member on the channel. I would really appreciate you. And let's get out.
Chief of the watch on the 1MC. Pass the word. Dive, dive. Sound 2 blasts of dive alarm. Pass the word. Dive, dive. Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know when we'll be through. We don't know when we'll be through. Hey, Friday, 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 Friday. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't like the smoking lamp. They won't like the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep surf. Rolling in the deep surf. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. I can't remember the sun. I can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Trudy's gonna get her. Trudy's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Hey, Riley, 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 Riley. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, Riley, 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 Riley.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever.